son. So, hi guys, it's Hot Mess Mama, Susan, and son Enzo. And we're here because, again, we are hunkered down, having a little cabin fever given the hurricane situation, right? And what did we decide? We decided that we were going to take this opportunity to, please stop. We're going to take this opportunity to make it a learning experience. And we're going to teach our kids a little bit about clouds. We did clouds before, right? And we're going to do rain now. And well, what else have we been hearing a lot about in the news? We've been hearing a lot about what?
A hurricane that's coming to Atlantic Beach.
Hurricane, and what else do we hear a lot about?
Tornadoes.
That's right. We heard about tornadoes and hurricanes and rain and flooding and clouds and wind, right? So we're taking this as an opportunity to make this into a learning experience. And to be perfectly frank, the kids are climbing the walls, so we thought it'd be fun to do some little experiments. So this mom went onto Pinterest and she learned how to do a simulation about how rain is made. Do you know how rain is made? I don't even know how rain is made, so I had to print it up because I'm really not that clear on meteorology. I have a whole new respect for meteorologists. This is what it says. You can hold it, but don't do anything with it yet, okay? It says that this experiment shows how clouds hold invisible water vapors that turn into rain when warm air and cold air condenses into water vapors in the rain. Did anybody get that? If you're not a meteorologist, did you get that? So basically, let's boil it down for someone to understand, like my level, his level. Basically, it's like we're gonna fill a glass 3/4 full of water, and that's gonna represent air. And then you're gonna fill this top part of this with shaving cream, and that's gonna represent clouds, right? And so what happens is these clouds are like full of really minute, tiny water droplets, if you will. They're almost like crystals, right? But they're so tiny that they're really light and they float above the air.
They like make bubbles like on a hot tub.
Kind of like bubbles on the top of the bath, right? So it kind of float like these clouds kind of float above the air because they're made of these tiny little like water droplets that are almost like ice crystals. And so what happens is that when the atmosphere, we're just gonna use some big words to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. The atmosphere comes into play, and then what happens is the clouds kind of the water starts to condense and like settle into the clouds. If there's a meteorologist out there to correct me, please do so. And then the clouds get really heavy, and that's when they start to drop the water, and that's when it rains, right? So what we're gonna do is we got to fill this full of 3/4 is full of water. Okay, this is where Daddy is sitting behind the camera, not assisting in any way, shape, or form. Okay, enough. So what happens? We fill this 3/4 of the way full of water, then we put shaving cream on top of it, and then Enzo is going to simulate the clouds getting very heavy and dropping rain by putting some raindrops, which is diluted color food coloring, on top of the clouds. And watch as the clouds get heavy and drop the rain, and that's how rain is made, right? Thanks, Daddy, for coming over here and taking her away. Thank you, Daddy, for coming over here and taking her away. Thank you. Okay, all right, ready? I need you to please come take her away. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know how many times I have to ask him to take her away. I've got food coloring here, people. Food coloring. It's bad enough that we're already climbing walls. I don't need to be scrubbing food coloring out of my carpets. So,
go. This
is the air, right? This is going to be the clouds. Okay, so you got that, people? We've got air and we've got clouds. And now my trusty assistant here is going to take the diluted blue food coloring water, put it in the droplets, and carefully drop it on top of the clouds. Can you do it? You can just drop it all over the place, okay? And what we're gonna see is, that the clouds are gonna get really, really heavy. And they're gonna start to drop the water, they're gonna drop the rain. Is it happening yet?
No.
Is your mind blown? Keep going, trusty assistant, Enzo. Rainmaker. Make it rain, make it rain. It's making it rain. Okay, again, if this is a Pinterest fail, I'm blaming Pinterest. But a mom's gotta do what a mom's gotta do when you're dealing with being sequestered in your house during this torrential storm. Okay, what's happening? What's happening? Keep dropping the dropper in there. See? Can you see what's happening? Ooh, keep it in. Let's try to keep it in the cup. Let's keep it down. Let's try to keep it inside the jar so that we don't stain everything that we own. Okay, what else is happening? You keep going. I kind of am starting to see the rainfall. Are you seeing the rainfall? Do one or two more. See, you are a whiz with the dropper, man. You're like stellar with the dropper. Okay.
Okay, this one.
Just more. And if you don't have like a dropper like we do, we just have it because we have pets that need drops and stuff like that. You can probably just do it straight. A lot of other people were just doing it straight out of the like food coloring dropper bottles, but they have recommended that you dilute it. Okay, one more and then you're done. And we're gonna see how it's raining. So the clouds are getting super heavy, right? And what happens when the clouds get super heavy? They start to drop the water, they start to drop the rain. Can you see it? Look. Can you guys see the rain dropping? Oh, wait, hold on. Probably not. That's why we're gonna put this stuff behind it so you can see. Can you see it? Can you see how the rain is dropping? How it's falling? How the food coloring, which is AKA the rain, the clouds are getting super heavy and it's dropping the rain. Kind of cool, huh?
Yep.
Okay, last one. Can you see it, Enzo? Can you show everybody what you see?
Okay.
Let's just leave it. See, can you see that? We're gonna move the camera just for a sec so they can see. Can you see how it's dropping the rain like that? Isn't that cool, Enzo?
Yep.
So that's how rain's made.
It comes from little tiny features.
Yes, like we said, it's basically that these clouds can hold the water vapors only for so long before the cloud becomes really heavy and drops the rain. Pretty cool, huh? All right, is the sky dropping rain right now? Are the clouds dropping rain right now outside? Are they? Enzo, can you take a look and tell me? Weatherman, meteorologist Enzo, can you tell me what's happening outside? Are the clouds heavy with rain right now?
Yes.
Are they dropping water right now?
No.
Can you help me with the last part of the show? Yes. Wow, it's really starting to come down now, people.
That's why.
Look. See, now it's really starting to rain now. Okay, no more.
This
Okay.
last one.
Okay, he said this is the last one about 6 times. So what are we going to do now? We're going to help the
Last
people.
one.
Okay, we're going to help the people learn right now, right? Thank you for helping me with all of this dye. What are we going to do? We're going to show them the instructions. Can you hold the instructions up for me?
Yeah, step one.
They've got to be able to see the instructions. Turn the instructions over, silly Billy. I don't know if you can even read these. They may be backwards. Step number 1, fill a glass or a jar 3/4 full of water. That is to simulate air.
Okay.
This is a very technical, high-tech production by a hot mess mom and son. Number 2.
I want to do
You
it.
want to hold it? Okay, number 2. Top off the water with the shaving cream, and that's going to represent the clouds. Number 3. Get a dropper and drop some colored water on top of the clouds. And number 4,
The last one.
last one, watch the clouds as they get very heavy and they drop their rain. Pretty cool, right? The clouds get super heavy with all of the weight of the water and the condensation, and they drop the water and it rains.
That's all brought Miss Mama all over. We'll see you next time.
With another
Goodbye.
educational video on some sort of weather related topic given today's current situation of cabin fever and tropical storms. Thanks for joining. Check back in another hour or so when we do another one. Easy stuff to do that you can do with your kids to turn this crazy hurricane tropical storm stuff into a learning opportunity.
Goodbye.